All right. Still out here. Still dealing with mobs. Trying to get ahead.
You gotten any yet?
Nope.
I have faith in you, buddy.
Killed so many. Or so many bones. And actually a lot of gunpowder too, which is probably a good thing because we need gunpowder later on.
It's crazy that we haven't gotten one head the entire time that we been playing this pack.
Yeah, right. More gunpowder.
And you also can't make any.
Also, these skeletons are jerks. They know the strategy that when the skeletons are in the water, it makes them really hard to kill. So every time I come near, they jump into the water. Those jerks.
Diabolical.
No, they're hiding from me.
Yeah, I'm looking, just double checking that we don't have any hiding around anywhere.
My kingdom for a head! Ow, stupid. All over the place. Stop it!
Too bad we don't have head crumbs, you can just kill me.
I know, right?
Stick some googly eyes on a helmet, it'll never know the difference.
I wish.
Alright, so I made any glass cable. Do I have that on me?
Oh.
I do.
I'll keep trying.
And then I need to make covered cable. Anyway.
No, creeper. No. Anywho, hey Modi.
Yes, Snoop.
Did you hear that apparently Steph Curry doesn't believe that we landed on the moon?
Okay.
I guess it's a relatively new thing. Maybe it's a slow news cycle or something like
Apparently.
that. Apparently, he said in a podcast that he does not believe that we actually land on the moon, that instead the moon landing was faked.
There's a lot of... Alright, we're going to get real for a second here.
Yep.
I get it. I get... Okay, so... conspiracy theories.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's talk conspiracy theories. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Nothing at all. I'm sure everybody who is watching will be on the exact same page with us, and we will lose no views because of this.
It's a fun topic to talk about, to be honest.
I'll admit that when it came to, like, there was a point that I was, like, weirdly into, like, the Kennedy assassination thing, right?
All right.
Just because, there's, weird things that
the Kennedy lean over my poor chair.
Yes, the Kennedy lean. You did catch that. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I did catch that.
Good.
Didn't say anything because I was like, that's too soon.
I don't know. It's 1963. It's been a while. Anyways, but so I kind of get that, but it seems like the last handful of years, like anything you can. All right, the Earth is round. Like
the Earth is round.
Like
The Earth is a rough surface, spherical planetary shape. Yes. I think that people who believe that the Earth is flat, I don't know. There's something's loose up there.
I think that it was just like a party joke that went weird or something. Like it doesn't make sense.
Like the whole Schrodinger's cat thing. It was just a joke, but that people took it seriously.
Yeah, and I mean it's like.
Which, by the way, it was just a joke. People taking it way too seriously. It's just a joke. The Schrodinger's cat thing.
Yeah. But. Okay, and then the faking of the moon landing. And I think the thing that gets me is the moon landing was what, in 1963?
Give or take, yeah.
60. Was Kennedy
in the mid-60s.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if Kennedy was still president or not.
Good question.
It was right around that time.
6 or 67?
Oh, no, it was 69. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it was 1969.
Nice. I think he passed away before then.
63, November 21st.
Yeah.
1963.
I didn't know that.
At 1:21 in the afternoon.
I'm a good American.
Yep. I told you I was into the Kennedy thing for a while.
But yeah.
Side note, I actually did get a really cool present one time, weirdly enough, from my ex mother and father-in-law. They got me a frame, because I was into the Kennedy thing. They got me a framed picture of the local Tucson paper from the day Kennedy was assassinated.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought that was neat. And they
That's
also,
cool.
and then another time, I don't remember who got me this. I think it might have been my mom or something
It's like
like
a
that.
snapshot of history.
Yeah, got me the what would it be called? You know when you go to like an event and they kind of give you the rundown of the event, like the schedule or something like that?
Yeah.
If you go to like a graduation or something like that and they say, okay, you know, I actually got...
Like the pamphlet, the flyer, the schedule.
Yeah, that they hand
the
out.
Itinerary.
Yeah, that thing.
Something like that, yeah.
I actually have that from Kennedy's inauguration.
Wow.
From D.C. Anyway,
Nice.
so, yeah, just random things. But... Okay, so, you know, and I kind of get that because, like, you know, there's just weird things that don't add up. Now, the Kennedy thing has been a thing, like, you know, conspiracy theory thing, pretty much from the get-go. You know, you know, the guy that brought the case against, you know, a conspiracy in the government was in like in the 70s or something like that. So that was kind of from the get-go. But this whole fake moon landing thing, even though it's been joked about for years, like became real like recently-ish, like the last decade.
Yeah.
And it's generally supported by people who, and I wasn't, neither of us were, but that weren't alive when it even happened.
Right.
You know,
and I still remember seeing the news clip of when Neil Armstrong decked a guy, like flat out punch in the face because the guy denied the moon landing to his face.
Yeah, and it's like
and saying, "Yeah, now, teach him, Neil."
For anybody who's younger or sane, really, I think kind of the argument of this whole thing is kind of derived from the fact that in the 60s, there was a big, what was called the moon race. It was the U.S. versus
Russia. Soviet Union.
Yeah, not Russia, but
the USSR.
Who could get to space first, which Russia did. Which, ironically, nobody seems to question that.
Sputnik. No, Yuri Gagarin? Is that his name again?
And Sputnik.
Oh, look, first thing I got.
There you go, buddy.
Wow.
And then the U.S. was the first ones to make it to the moon. And let me see if I can make these smart cables. And that
there's this whole, I guess the premise was built upon, it's all, we're just trying to make ourselves look better than the Russians.
Yeah, that's all it was.
It's a publicity stunt to say, we got first.
Well, the Americans were so embarrassed by losing the first person in space that they faked the moon landing to kind of, you know, save face. And that's literally the argument. That's it. That's the whole thing right there in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And and the funny part is like, you know, I would be fine if people are like, oh yeah, it's kind of weird, or you know, curiosity's fine, but the fact that there's people that are just like angry about it,
yeah, angrily and vehemently,
like just so mad,
pooping all over it. Like, oh, you even mentioned, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, hey, yeah, right, you didn't remember that because it was obviously faked. Stanley Kubrick did it in his basement. It's like, what?
I mean, don't get me wrong, Clockwork Orange was an interesting movie, but I'm just saying. Why do I need two of these? Emmy dense covered cable Fluix. That's weird.
You should have make I think it's like a pack of them at a time, right?
Well, no, the quest is it's two separate things in the same quest, like you're making two separate items, but they're both the same item.
Weird.
All right, so I need
oversight, I suppose. But yeah. So I personally speaking, I believe that we did land on the moon. I believe that we have sent a man into space. So we have multiple times, and there's, you know, I see information coming in from NASA all the time on my Twitter feed. talking about.
Just so everybody knows, Snoop's a big space nerd, and he's proud of it. Like
huge space nerd.
I am not.
I follow Curiosity. I was there watching the landing of God, what was the most recent one that landed? Insight. Watching the Insight from that. You know, I even saw. When it first came out, I saw The Martian because, gosh darn it, there's a lot.
That's a goddamn good movie, regardless of what you're into.
I don't care what anyone says. It's a fantastic movie.
It's a fan, even if you're not into space stuff. That's an amazing movie.
It's accurate.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'm a huge space nerd.
Yeah, no, Snoop that is not me talking crap. That is 100% Snoop's pride and joy.
I made a Twitter to follow NASA.
And then we bullet in to make it so that you guys can follow.
100% not joking.
Yeah.
The first account that I followed on Twitter was NASA.
Yep.
Because gosh darn it, space.
Yep. And
I want to go to space. I want my ashes to be sent into space when I die.
Oh, see, that's nice because I want my ashes stored in your face.
Well, let's see who dies first.
Really? You think that's a challenge I'm not willing to accept?
Come on, Scruffy.
I'm only 1 or 2 paces in front of death at all times, and that's when I'm healthy. Well, Modi healthy. It's very different.
Modi healthy. Different degree of separation. There.
Exactly. That would be normal people deathbed is Modi healthy. So. So yeah, you know what? Challenge accepted. Let's just wait it out. Probably not that much longer. Let's be honest. So, but I'm gonna be one of those had a heart attack on the toilet kind of guys. Not peaceful.
Oh, I'm gonna go like Elvis.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh man, just a Arby's sandwich in one hand and a Pepsi in the other. That's my dream.
Living and dying the dream.
Exactly. Dying the dream. Oh, good times. Anyways, but
huge space nerd.
Now, okay. This is gonna be how much time do we have left? Well, this might dip into the next
8 minutes.
This might dip into the next one.
Get a while.
I'm
watching.
All right, here's my thing. Oh no, I was about to ask a question that might go a little ranty. All right, and you guys chime in on this.
Yeah.
And these two things are kind of connected and then not at all connected. Belief in the possibility of aliens versus belief in the possibility of ghosts. Okay? Because the funny part is those two things a lot of the time, at least in a lot of communities, are very close to each other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people...
Belief in the paranormal... belief in alien activity.
Exactly. They're generally, if not in the same club, the clubs are next door to each other, right? Get up in the hole. Wait, why am I climbing up this? Whatever, I'm already committed to it. I am a big non-believer in ghosts. And I know everybody has a story of the time they were at their aunt's house or some scenario and,
seen their cat stare at a corner way too intently for way too long.
Or felt something something happen or
grab you or shake you, something
their
along those lines.
Aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, roommates, best friends, internet pal was in, some place and something happened and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've never been a believer in that. Never. Like, even as a kid, I was like, all right, that's kind of dumb, Yeah. But I'm not going to say that I believe, because I have no proof. I believe that there has been alien interaction here on Earth. But to me, it almost seems with as infinite as the galaxy and universe is, that the belief that there is not possibly other thinking life forms on this planet that are at least equivalent to humans or in this universe is a little egistical, to be honest with you, in my opinion.
It's very narcissistic to think that we're the only intelligent life in the entire universe. And we have seen other planets out there that are Earth-sized in the Goldilocks zone that are... And for those who don't know, the Goldilocks zone is the location in the solar system of wherever it is. that is not too close and not too far from its sun.
Yeah, it's just
Which means
right.
that there's a good possibility that there's liquid water there because it's just warm enough.
Yeah, if it's too far, the water's ice, and nothing can, thrive in it. And if it's too close, the water
it does happen.
It boils away, or just doesn't ever happen. It becomes a mist. So, yeah.
But to think that we've seen planets out there. For goodness sake, scientists have already said that there is, and they have documented, a nebula out there that is made of ethyl alcohol. Booze. It's a nebula of booze.
That's where Snoop wants to move, and weirdly enough,
I want to go collect that thing.
And
I want pure.
Yes.
It's 200 proof out there.
Exactly. And then you guys can come to Snoop's Space Bar.
I apologize.
We're going to be opening that in the greater Tucson area.
The literal space bar.
Exactly.
It's just going to be a picture of a keyboard with an arrow pointing at the space bar. Because why not?
So I know, like I said, I know that there's people that are really and I get it to where like if you've had like some sort of like ghostly encounter, you're probably going to be pretty like yeah, it's real. Don't be stupid,
Yeah. But to be fair, we kind of feel, or at least I can speak for myself, I kind of feel that way when people say, I don't believe that the moon landing happened.
Yeah.
It's like, are specks on the head, are you kidding me? Of course it's happened.
To be dead honest with you, in a lot of those situations, I don't even really, for me, it's more of like oh, okay, great story. Like, I don't even...
Yeah, cool story, bro.
Yeah, I don't even, like, waste my time of, like, trying to argue that because I mean, you can only battle dumb so far. But yeah.
From the comedian, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, everybody will have their own. Oh, can I only use these ones? Everybody
has their opinion about stuff.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, that's your deal. Not too concerned with it. Okay, I guess I do need this one.
I like to live by the maximum that everything is possible, but nothing is probable.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of extreme, I'll admit, but there is entirely a chance that I could phase through my chair right now into the floor.
Okay.
Based off of quantum uncertainty, it's a possibility. Is it going to happen? No. Not as far as I can tell. Because the world doesn't work like that.
I mean, but in its defense, yesterday you didn't think that you were going to, break your chair, so...
Okay, so I guess a little bit of quantum uncertainty happened, and my chair, the molecules that were on that single line on both legs of my broken chair decided to say, peace, we out, and split. And yeah.
So
maybe.
I'm just saying.
Not a full phasing, in my opinion.
Well, a phasing light, as I like to put it.
It's diet phase.
Diet phase. How do we not have any sand?
There's a whole.
Oh, we do. Shut up. Never mind.
There's also a desert not too far.
Go back to teleporting through your chair, whatever you're talking about. Go back to that.
Whatever.
But so yeah, like I said, I mean, it's. I'm not saying that people can't have.
Oh God, no!
I thought you got ahead. What are you doing out there?
I need one more.
Oh really? Oh, that sucks.
I need two.
I mean, I understand people being skeptical about things. I'm not, damning anybody for that, but
yeah, there's nothing wrong with having doubts about things.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not sticking.
In your head.
So you need two heads? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I think we're time to wrap this one up.
Yeah, I'll have to pick up this scintillating conversation later.
Yeah, scintillating.
Still no heads.
We got one.
I got one. So I've made one of the factory machine tear cap things.
Yeah.
But I need a second head, so I can make the second one. Whatever. Anyways, guys, so let's wrap here for now. I want to thank you all for joining us for this episode of AUTOMATON. If you are new to either of our channels, hit the subscribe button. Leave a like, leave a comment. Love seeing that kind of thing. As always, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Host Havoc.
Whoop.
If you're looking for quality Minecraft servers and more, go check out Host Havoc in the description down below. Be sure to use our reference links. We know who has the absolute best fans. It's clearly us.
For now, until I die. But yeah.
For now, until Modi passes away and then his ashes get thrown in my face or something, I guess.
Hey, don't mock my dreams.
Yeah, whatever.
It's only one handful. You'll be fine. You'll breathe some of me in, and I'll be with you forever.
Sure, until I next sneeze.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys.
That's how my ghost will get you. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.